Welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about the enhanced object literals. Maybe you have been noticing that we have been talking a lot about the ES6 features and we even the newer additions to the language. So let's continue with that now with yet another enhancement, which is the enhanced object literals. So let's take a closer look at the our restaurant object here. So this restaurant object is an literal, right? So this restaurant, right, we are talking, we wrote this object literal using the code uh, curly braces syntax. This point of all this object here has been writing using the object literal syntax. Now ES6 introduced 3 ways which makes it easier to write the object literals. Like, let's go through them one by one. First off, let's say that we have an object that is outside. So let me just copy this, paste it, and then we'll remove it from inside. So here we'll say the constant, and then here we'll just close the bracket, and then so here we need to change the syntax. Here we are setting it to equals to, and also remove this bracket here. I forgot to remove here. And let's just save it. Yeah, now it works, everything fine. So basically what we did was we just brought this object from this main restaurant to outside, but now we still want to have this opening hours object inside the restaurant here. So before ES6 we would say here the opening hours here, we want here this to be called it here inside, right? So after this comma we'll write here the opening hours, and then we'll set this to the opening hours, and then we'll just simply put comma and then save it. Now here we'll see the output. So in the restaurant we'll say, so in the restaurant, as you can see now, the opening hours is there here even though we declare it outside. For this works as well, but it becomes annoying because here the first object hours is the property name, which is exactly same as the variable name as well, right? So with the enhanced object literals, you don't need to write this object hours. So let's just simply remove this here, and then we'll simply put comma, and then we enter, and again we'll just check. So restaurant, inside the restaurant, see here object hours is there. So this way also we can declare this object. Okay, let's just go ahead and see the second method. So how it is done, we don't need to declare the functions. So as you can see here in our code, we have just declared here the order and function of syntax, right? So we will remove this order of, and then here also this function order of, and then here down as well. I'm doing this throughout my code. As you can see that when I save it, nothing gets changed, because so when we remove the function here and then the syntax, as you can see here, or the visual code basically highlights the text. Basically back it is telling this here, in this case order delivery, it is the function of. So that here, as you can see by the color, VS code visually represents us that it is the function we are declaring here. So it's your own personal choice to do this way, or you can just keep it in the standard way, the function of. But in this case now I'm going to keep it like this. Okay, so again, while coming to the third one, so we'll just declare here outside. So let's say we want the weekdays to, so let's say we have an array called weekdays. Let's say we are setting this in the array, right? Mon. So similarly like this we'll do all the way till Sunday. So we are setting this array, and then as you can see here in this Thursday, we can just simply remove this Thursday here, and then we can say weekdays of 3 opening hours. As you can see here, it is showing Thursday, Friday and Saturday as well. Nothing gets changed. we are declaring here this is array, right? So here it is 0 1 2 3, right? So in the same way we have declared here a weekday of 3, which is here the Thursday. In this case also, let me just change. So we are calling from array, right? Weekdays of 4. See, now here we got the same output. And also here we can do this in one more way. So here instead of Saturday, we can just say that using the square brackets and using the back tags here. And then here we will say 2 plus 4, which is 6. So here the 6 will be 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 will be the Saturday here. Okay, and then let me just save it, and then here let me just call it here opening hours. As you can see here, it is coming here the 6 number, which is from the array the number. So we don't want like this to be our output. We'll just put it back here to weekdays of. So we can write like this also. Let's just check our opening hours once again. So basically opening hours, it doesn't get changed anything. So this is the third way. So using this property name here, using the template literals. So also this expression in here, and this is sometimes extremely helpful to us. So we'll be able to do like this also instead of manually writing here, and we are declaring the in the single array. Before we could only compute the values here, for example, so here it is 0, so we couldn't call them out here. So if you want, you can make changes like you're thinking. So if we do 3 plus 5, something like this, so it's not going to work like that, so we cannot do that. Okay, we cannot change these values in the open and close. We can only just change the inside this object only the main variable. We could not compute these property names, but we could do these variable names. Okay, so that's it for this video.